Okay, get ready to go back in time as Back to the Future, the musical, based on the beloved cinematic classic, is now playing at the Kennedy Center.
Yep, you've got Marty, Doc, George, Biff, the iconic DeLorean flying around the stage, and of course some great music. Take a look. Right?
It makes you smile.
It does. And this familiar face that you just saw there starred as George McFly, Virginia native Burke Swanson. Welcome.
Hi, hi, hi.
Welcome home.
Oh, yes. It is so nice to be home, in the humidity, no less.
Right, yes. You came during the summer. We're going to deliver
peak
it.
Time, peak time, yeah.
All right, so you're from the Fredericksburg area.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You still got family and friends down there?
Yeah, very, very good friends there. I was there for like 14 years of my life. I'm based up in Brooklyn now, but it's nice being able to come home and just, I mean, to be at the Kennedy Center, no less. My first professional productions I ever saw as a kid. My mom would take me up here, and we saw all sorts of musicals and everything else. So I didn't even really realize that I was allowed to have that as a goal or a dream or anything else. So to be having every day be in that space is pretty amazing.
That is really, really cool. Did you watch Back to the Future at that age? Were you watching these films? And
they're so iconic, not only domestically but internationally too. And I just think that, you know, even if I wasn't watching those movies, it's so ingrained in the culture, the shoes, the jacket, the skateboard, and everything else, that I felt like even when I first did see it, I felt like I'd already seen it so many times. And it really still carries that same energy today. We have, you know, young folks, old folks, all across the spectrum coming to the show and dressing up, having a fun time. I mean, people are really,
they were all
so
dressed up. They had the sign, Save the Clock Tower.
Yes,
like,
people dressing up as the clock tower. I mean, we're getting really creative out here. And it's great to be a part of such an iconic franchise that has really touched so many folks. And to be a very small part of that is really
a small part. You're a big part, and you're seeing you up there as George McFly.
Yeah, it's the first time seeing that. It's a great time. I mean, Caden Broush playing Marty and I just have a really great time together. For me, it really is a father-son story in many ways of, you know, having a huge disconnect and learning to fall in love and support each other and really be there for each other. As each, you know, father-son, but also just within the grander family scheme. So it's a really nice story. Did you have to do
tests together on stage because it is so much of that family line, or how was your audition process?
You know, the beautiful thing about being an actor is that you really kind of get thrown into the midst of it, and you have to really create that intimacy, that trust together in the space. We had an unbelievable creative team. Our director, John Rando, really made it a playful space that we could build that relationship very naturally. And then obviously you're doing 8 shows a week, traveling the country. You're going to get close pretty quickly.
After a while.
I got to ask, I was so impressed with you just because George is so awkward, and you played that awkwardness so well. Not just that, but the laugh. But how do you get your body to contort in those ways?
Sure. I mean, Crispin Glover, who did the movie, and Hugh Coles, who originated on the West End and Broadway, just really set the standard very high. You know, I knew the movie and was a fan of the movie, but knew that I was not going to be able to bring what Crispin Glover did. So better to, you know, be inspired by and do that and find different ways that work for me. So, you know, really finding the anxiety angle to make it really based in reality and heart, and George is trying so hard. So then you'd put that with stretching a lot and having a PT person revive my legs every single day. You know, we're moving and grooving out there for sure.
And the laugh.
Yes.
What's the laugh? Can I hear the laugh? I didn't get to
you know
see
what? You can if you come and see us at the Kennedy Center. One of those times. Bada bing, bada boom.
I was hoping we could get it on cue.
It's so close. I mean, it's one of those things that it really rests at a very trust level. It's like a glottal stop that just sort of is pulsating throughout the body. But you know, it's something that fans expect to see and want to see, and to be able to have that moment with them really right off the bat, it's a great way to kind of connect with the audience.
I'm just like smiling so big at you. Like, I just feel like this is something you have to go and have fun. And we're in DC. It's so political, and this is an election year.
What a year to have a show like this, where it truly is joy, joy, joy. And it's one of those things where you can come to our show and you can have an experience that is, you know, for anybody you know, that you want, whether it's your friends or family or anything else, and just have a great time.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy your time at home. I love seeing all the extra hands go up
your
for
childhood
you.
friends.
You're amazing. Back to the Future, the musical, is playing now at the Kennedy Center Opera House. It runs until August 11th.